everyone, Trista here from Greenfire CrossFit. We're excited to host our first Hyrox Simulation here at the White Township Arena. So first thing we want to talk about is our setup positions. We're going to have stuff on the turf. We're going to have stuff on the ice side that is completely empty right now. So we're going to use that space for different stations. We're going to use the top level of the gym for the ergs, for the row and the ski. And we're going to go ahead and use the back of the turf area where the pickleball courts are at for our wall balls. And then from there, you'll follow the hallway out to the finish line. There are going to be plenty of signs to help you and guide you through this, as well as judges telling you where to go and people kind of hanging around and volunteering. So a couple things that I do want to talk about. Everyone that's helping at this race is a volunteer. So what we expect from you as athletes is to be kind and talk to your judges. If at any point you get no rep or they tell you to go back and do something, they will explain to you why. So please be kind to our judges. They're volunteering to give you a good race. So it's something we expect from our athletes when they travel, so we ask that of people coming to our place as well. All of the sleds will be in here on the turf. The turf is a little bit easier as far as pushing compared to a Hyrox carpet. We are going to use the T-sled here for the push. So one thing I can tell you about the T-sleds, if you get just a little bit lower on the sled for that push, it makes it a little bit easier. So what we're looking for, we will have cones or lines across the floor telling you what you have to push the entire sled past. So you're getting into this position and driving the sled. You will have to turn these sleds around. It's going to be 25 meters down. You turn your sled and bring it 25 meters back. You can break this up with your partner however you want to. The difference of the Hyrox race compared to this race is you do not have to turn sleds around at your Hyrox race. So this is where it is a little bit different in the simulation. Next up is the pole sled, talking about events. On the sleds here, these are a little bit different shape than what they have in the Hyrox race, and they have giant ropes that go on each end, so you don't have to turn them around. Unfortunately, we don't have that, but this is a simulation. This is just giving you a feel of what your first Hyrox race would be like. So with these, we are going to hand over hand or pull to the hips and draw it in. We're not going to take steps backwards with this. These sleds move really well on this turf, so nobody should have any issues with it. I'll show you the two different styles that you can do. You can go to the sled and you can do that hand over hand pull, and then step back once you get that slack, or you can extend, you can do that back pull and use your hips to get that sled to you. Again, these are just the two different options that we're using here today. Same thing, you're gonna have to take the sled down, turn it around, and go ahead and bring it back. Next movement we're talking about is the farmer's carry. So with all of the stations that you're going to, including the sled, your partner has to follow behind you. So you can't have one person waiting at the other end, waiting for you to bring the kettlebells to them. You have to follow each other. So if one person is pushing the sled, the other one needs to follow and trail right behind. And you can switch off at any point. Same thing goes here with the kettlebell carries, which are also here on the turf. You're going to pick up your kettlebells and you're going to carry down and back, and in the lane it'll tell you how many times you need to make these trips with the kettlebells. You can set them down, next person can pick them right back up, and they can go back and forth. So what that's going to look like, you're going to grab kettlebells, stay forward, you're going to pass the line that's marked, bring your kettlebells, you set them down, step out of the way, and your partner can jump in from behind, grab, and keep going. That's how we're gonna do the kettlebell. Let's talk about the sandbag lunges and how it works in a partner situation. So with the sandbags, you cannot let your sandbag touch the floor. Women on this are using 20 pounds, men and mixed partners are using the 40-pound bags. You're responsible for making sure that you grab the correct bag. Make sure you look at the bag, has the notation of the 40s. We'll have a 40 pile, we'll have a 20 pile, so make sure you pick the right bag for your event. We're gonna put that sandbag on your shoulders and you're going to lunge. Requirements on the lunges, your knees have to touch the floor and you have to stand up. You cannot cha-cha-cha into place. You have to do a lunge, stand up, then into your next lunge, okay? You have to pass this bag Partner has to stand behind you as you pass the bag. So we're gonna do a little demonstration with this. JP is gonna start, and he's going to start, go that way. So grab your sandbags, face that wall over there. Other way, there you go, yep. He's gonna start lunging, and he's gonna tell me when he's ready to switch, and we'll show you exactly how he's gonna switch. So do like 3 for me.
Switch.
Okay, so I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna grab the sandbag from behind, onto my shoulders, and then I can start lunging. Then when I'm ready for that switch, I can tell JP, and we switch. So you have to communicate to your partners when it's time to switch, and when you're ready to switch, don't drop that bag. Make sure that you keep passing it back and forth. You can switch as many times as you want. The one that everyone despises most is the burpee broad jumps. So a few things on the burpee broad jumps: you cannot dive forward, you cannot walk your hands out forward, you have to put your hands in front of your feet, jump with both feet, and start again. When you're ready to switch out with your partner, they're gonna come right behind, step in, and start where you left off. So you can't take a couple extra steps in this, you wanna jump in right where your partner left off. So talking about the burpee broad jump, if the line is taped down where you need to start, you're gonna start with your hands behind that line here, and you can step or jump your feet in, and you jump with 2 feet. Your hands are going to go right in front of your feet. You're gonna come up, and you're gonna jump and land. Hands go right in front of the feet again, jump and land. Let's talk about wall balls. We have a 10-pound ball for ladies and a 14-pound ball for mixed doubles and for men. What we're looking for on this is that hip crease below the knee, so when you are squatting in that wall ball, your hip needs to clearly go below your knee and you're driving above your line. Women, no matter which category you're in, you're hitting above that 9-foot target. Men, you're hitting above the 10. So this is 100 wall balls at the very end. You can break this up however you want to. So just showing you a couple reps when you come up to your station. You're hitting that full depth in your squat. That's what we're looking for on the wall ball. If at any point you get no reps, your judge will let you know why. So make sure you ask questions if that does happen. More than likely, it's just not hitting that depth. So something to practice before the race. Let's talk about the ski erg, which is your very first movement after your first run. You can split up the ski however you want. The ski and the row will be at the top level of the gym. When you come in the front doors in the main lobby to register, you can see right into our doors. That is where your ski and your row is going to be. So ski erg's behind me. You're going to make sure that you hit 1,000 meters. You can raise your hand, you can yell to your judge, 1,000, and then you can take off back out for your run. You will see notations of where to go. You are gonna come in and out of these doors right here, these glass doors, telling you where to go. There's an in space for your run, and there's an out space for your run, which will be clearly marked. We'll show you those two in videos to come. But just so you're aware, there is going to be an out hallway outside to your run, and there's going to be an in hallway. So you're never crossing people, and there's no less chance for people to get hit. So make sure on the ski erg, you're pulling and pulling. You can switch as much as you want, and you have to keep your hands on those handles until it actually hits 1,000. So you can't row to 980 and then stop and take it off and let the rollover happen. You have to keep rowing or skiing and rowing until it hits that 1,000. Raise your hand, let your judge know, and take off.